Hi, thanks for visiting Buffzone.com. I'm Kyle Ringo, the CU beat writer for the Daily Camera newspaper. This is veteran Daily Camera sports columnist Neill Woelk. Today we're at the 29th Street Mall in Boulder, and we're talking about the Oklahoma Sooners, the Buffs' next opponent this weekend in Norman, Oklahoma.
Kyle, the Sooners have had a lot of troubles this year, beginning way back in the summertime when they had to suspend and actually kick their starting quarterback off the team, Rhett Bomar.
Yeah, Rhett was apparently caught up in a sort of scandal where he and another teammate were apparently receiving payments from an auto dealership, and obviously that's illegal under NCAA rules, and he was kicked off the team.
Yeah, they were receiving thousands of dollars of payments for work that they never did. And so in honor of the Sooners this week and in honor of the 29th Street Mall, we're going to open up a new business at the 29th Street Mall this week, Sooner Auto Sales, where there will be no cars sold here, there will be nobody working here, but still Oklahoma football players will have a chance to get illegal payments, and we'll continue to pay them because we know how tough it is for a Sooner football player to make it down there in Norman. So please stop by Sooner Auto Sales at the 29th Street Mall and talk to the manager. We're going to try and get Rhett Bomar to be the manager from now on, and maybe he'll come up and help start off the brand new business at the 29th Street Mall.
Neil, Rhett is not the Sooners' only problem. This week, or last week I should say, they lost their Heisman Trophy candidate, running back Adrian Peterson, to a broken collarbone. He won't be playing this week. And Rufus Alexander, their best player on defense, a linebacker, an All-American candidate, was arrested over the weekend for some, late night
hijinks.
Yeah,
that's what they call them in Norman, late night hijinks. In Boulder, they call it a scandal. In Norman, it's called late night hijinks. That's the difference between Norman, Oklahoma, and Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, Bob Stoops said today that he apparently, Rufus Alexander, whatever he was involved in, apparently doesn't rise to the level of a one-game suspension.
Well, of course, it's not going to be a suspendable offense. I mean, there's no way. He's their best defensive player. There's no way he's going to suspend him for getting arrested for a couple of charges over the weekend when they're going to need him this week to stop Colorado's offense. Colorado's offense is playing well. They've got a great running game going. They're going to need Rufus Alexander. So, for those quote hijinks that that have been performed down in Oklahoma, they're going to say, Rufus, don't ever do that again, at least until you graduate.
And you know what? I'm not so sure that the Sooners do need Rufus in the game to beat the Buffs. The Buffs have been rushing the ball a lot better. They've gained at least 173 yards in each of the last 4 games, over 200 yards the last 2 games. But this is still Oklahoma. Oklahoma's loaded. Oklahoma's ranked 20th in the nation, and this is on the road in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is going to be able to take care of the Buffs.
It's a very good Oklahoma team, all joking aside. They have great talent everywhere. I would love to have seen Adrian Peterson play. I think Adrian Peterson is one of the great players in college football. It's too bad he's not going to get a play. When you're a Division I college football player, you want to play against the best, and I think the Buffaloes would have loved to have seen Adrian Peterson. That being said, they're not going to be as good this weekend. They're not going to have Adrian Peterson. They have to rework their offense. They have a quarterback who was playing wide receiver last year, so there are some problems down there. And yes, they have talent everywhere on the defensive side of the ball, but I honestly believe the Buffaloes are going to go down there and they're going to upset the Sooners this week. I said it last week that they were going to win 6 in a row. You didn't believe me. They beat Texas Tech. You said there were no way they were going to beat Texas Tech. You can say the same thing.
I said that they could easily win all their games and they could easily lose all their games.
They're going to beat Oklahoma.
I still feel the same way.
They're going to beat Oklahoma, and they're going to continue that 6-game winning streak right up into the Big 12 championship and a BCS bowl berth.
Well, I think you've been drinking the black and gold punch on that one, but I think the Buffs could easily go down there and win, especially with Adrian Peterson out of the game. But I don't think it's a sure thing by any stretch of the imagination. Oklahoma is still very talented. Offensively, Paul Thompson's been playing well at quarterback. They have a great wide receiver in Malcolm Kelly. He's a young kid, sophomore.
Their defense is their strength, though. Their defense has been playing. Their defense has been playing well.
The weakness of Colorado is CU's offense. Even though it's getting better, it's still definitely the weakness.
All you have to do is
team.
look at CU's defense last week. They virtually shut Texas Tech out till it didn't matter. They're going to go down there. They're going to do the same thing. Oklahoma's offense is going to struggle this week. CU's offense is going to get better. Buffaloes are going to win.
I'm picking against you on this one.
Okay, well, be back here next week, and we'll have Kyle Ringo, who made me wear a bag a couple of weeks ago. I'll have a bag ready for Kyle to wear next week when the Buffaloes win. Thanks for joining us on Buffzone.com. Check in with us next week. I'll have the bag ready for you there, big guy.
I'm not wearing a bag. You need to get over the bag thing.
Get over the bag.
So the Buffs play the 20th ranked Oklahoma Sooners in Oklahoma this week. Who's going to win that
We're
game?
going to murder them.
See?
I'm
There we
from
go.
CU. What am I going to say?
Of course.
I'm
See?
not that stupid that I'm going to say that they're not going to win.
See?
I mean, it is your
See,
thing.
there's a
and
man-
Plus that there's a
Two
lot in it
optimists.
with, well, it's not only an optimist, it's positive thinking. It's really positive thinking.
See, this
And
is
I
a
think
guy
that's
who has
what's
been
gonna happen.
successful. See, this is a guy who's been successful all his life here in Boulder with restaurants. He knows the meaning of success and knows the power of positive thinking.
Right, and I know infamy too. Success is some things, but infamy is also there. El diablo sabe más por viejo que por diablo. The devil knows more because of his age than because he's the devil. So I think we're going to win, and I think we've got a field goal here in Boulder, and it's great to be here, and thank you for stopping me.
Thank you.